Hi everybody, it's me, DroneKid, back again. And in this video, I am going to talk to you about the switchback inspection, the vertical yaw inspection, and on the map, the yaw control and how to use it. So,
well, what does the switch do?
Well,
the switchback
inspection, as you can see here, the drone does what it does here, which is like this. It does like this kind of thing, like that, like a zigzag. And you can change the controls of how high it'll go at once, how wide it'll go, and the interval, like how
the intervals.
The intervals.
And then the direction.
Yeah, the direction.
Yes.
Which is the first way it will want to turn. Which right now I have it on left. The vertical yaw inspection, it goes up a little bit. It does a 360, goes up, does another 360, and you can change how high it goes and the interval, which is like the turn.
Yes.
And then if you're to go to map, if you're on any of these others, you go to yaw control.
Well, so this right here now is a whole other function, which is persistent stare, where you can add a special kind of point. In the previous video, we talked about safe points, rally points, waypoints, and then how the vehicle interacts in flying to those and landing in those locations. And this is yet another point in the map, which is point of interest. And then the vehicle will persistently stare in that direction. So Evan, go ahead. So under the yaw control selection, you have new buttons that allows you to add the point of interest.
Do you want me to just like...
No, not right there. We're going to do that in flight.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you've added a point of interest, you're going to fly around and the vehicle is going to yaw lock. It's always going to look in the direction of that point of interest, regardless of where you're flying. And then I'm going to have you do a waypoint. Okay, and then the vehicle will always be flying, looking in that point of interest direction, in the direction of the point of interest. Okay, and then that'll be a wrap for today's automated functions. Switchback and vertical scan are automated functions, and the yaw stare is also an automated function, but it's more interesting because it works both on their manual and autonomous modes. Okay, are you ready? All right, so you're just going to take off and do everything right there on that same spot. All right, taking off.
The drone just took off.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the switchback inspection. So here are all the controls, the max height, how high it's going to go, the interval, how much it's like going to turn, the width, how much it's going to go to the side, and what direction, what side it's going to go to.
Yes. So what are the numbers? It's 2 meters. It says it's going to go to a max height of 2 meters. The height interval is 0.5 meters. And then what's the width?
2 meters.
The width of the inspection is 2 meters. And then it's going to start to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and confirm it.
Okay, so now it's going to start. It started turning to the left. It lined up 2 meters. One to the right, 0.5. And then it goes up again. It does this 3 times.
Yes, 2 meters. That's about 2 meters right there. 2 meters is higher than me. And then it came down to the starting location. And that's it. And that is the switchback. So for automated flying and data collection of flat surfaces, looking for cracks on the wall or caulk seams, that's it right there. Or tank inspection. That's what you want, and you can hit it every time. All right, let's go ahead and do the vertical inspection. So this one very interesting as well, to get scans at various heights and footage at various heights.
It will go up 2 meters, and the turn is going to be 0.5. So I want to see what this will do, so I'm going to hit confirm and then
Yep.
turn.
So now the vehicle rotates 360. No, these are all things that we can do, the how quickly it does it. Right now we're kind of going really, really fast. All of these things are things that we can change on how fast it rotates. It's really meant for actually footage, but also if you're doing other kinds of scanning with a LiDAR based system and you want to get more reads at various heights. So this is a very interesting one for 3D scanning, especially the DS 3D vehicle that we're working on with the Ouster. And then you can just and then the vehicle realized it had drifted a little bit, and then it went back to the position where it started again. Okay.
So let's do the yaw control.
So let's do yaw control now. This persistent stare. So go ahead and you're already selected on the yaw tab.
Yes.
And then Evan, I want you to put a point of interest over here on the other side of this wall, right there. Yes. So add point of interest. Did you touch it right there?
Yeah,
Okay, I think you did it.
and then let me start full.
And then hit start. Okay. So now the vehicle auto-rotated. Oh, the vehicle auto-rotated in the direction. Okay. So go ahead and switch back to camera. So now the vehicle is looking at basically that sink, that's just on the other side of that sink. When he hit add that point and start, the vehicle immediately spun around. You could hear it in the propeller. Okay? Okay, Evan, fly forward. Fly. You're blocking a bit of the view. There you go. So go ahead and Oh wait, Evan, you touched the yaw stick. You can't touch the yaw stick because then it clicks out of it back to manual. So go back to the map. Hit add waypoint or start. Hit the start again. So now we see the vehicle looking in the direction of the tarp. Sorry guys, a bit of things. All right, so now when you fly up, there you go, the camera froze for a second. When you fly around, it's always staring in that direction. And he's not touching the yaw stick. Let me see your yaw hand, so make sure that no one is, that you're not touching the yaw hand.
I haven't. It would pop up right there.
Okay. So now he's kind of orbiting around that. Yep. There it is.
And you can kind of change where the...
Come on back.
You can kind of change where the drone is looking by suggesting this one. Because it was looking at the black thing, saying if there's the black thing right here, the black wall right here, it was looking at here. But then now it can look all the way down here.
So, give stick back. Stick towards the back. So he can fly away from it. Now go to the side. Now the thing is, he's way over there by those stairs. Go ahead and go to the side. Keep going. Keep going. Right. If he was doing this while he's always persistently staring, it would also dodge those stairs for him. Locally, the obstacle avoidance awareness would kick in to save him, because he's dedicated the aircraft to always looking in the same direction. Oh, Evan, I didn't realize you were trying for it. Yeah, oh, he backed right into in between the step. Here, stay right there, Evan, stay right there. This has now become an obstacle avoidance demo. So, see, look, he just flew right through the steps.
Look, I'm going to try and run into it.
He's trying to fly right through the steps
It
while the obstacle avoidance is kicking in to save him.
I want to run into it.
And while the aircraft is always looking in the direction of that black tarp. Quite frankly, we have never done this, DroneKid, because we're too afraid. You're very brave. You're braver than us, the developers.
I wanted to
Okay,
do that.
okay, one last thing. Go back, that was an amazing demo. Wow, that was amazing. Okay, so go back to the map. And then go back to add the waypoint tab. Yep. Now add a waypoint, and then put one over there by the gate.
Okay, sorry.
What did you do? You already added one?
No, yeah. So
Oh.
this gate right here.
No, then just fly to it. Oh, you put one way back there?
Yeah.
Okay, go back to the camera. You put one way in the corner. So now Evan is flying into the alley. Actually, excellent choice, Evan. He's flying into the alley autonomously, but the vehicle is still looking at that tarp, that point of interest. And now the aircraft is basically going to hide behind there because he chose a point right back there. How about that? That is amazing, right? You chose a very good point right in between the blockade there. Okay? Very, very good. Okay, so now, why don't you just go take over just with your left hand, go forward, go straight forward. Will it allow you? Collision avoidance allow you? No. That place right there is a bit narrow. Okay, all right. It's not letting you. Oh, he jammed it right through. He jammed it right through. While still persistent staring. So this is really complex because he's persistently staring and the vehicle is controlling yaw, but he's only controlling the translational motion to side. So the aircraft needs to maintain that lock while it also needs to fly the correct direction to make it across that path right there.
I added a waypoint and left me still always look at the...
You added another waypoint?
Yeah.
Now he's just having, DroneKid is having fun, trying to, crash the aircraft.
That's my dream goal.
Your goal is to crash Airgility's Minotaur. So again, with the green frame, you fly under full autonomy. That's when it's telling you. But if it touches the right stick, it takes over control. If he touches the left stick, not only he takes over control, he also he cancels out the persistent stare. So there it is. The aircraft is still looking in that direction. Okay, last thing, Ebslers. Let's land. Let's land and just leave it persistently staring in that direction. First option. Did you touch it? You're blocking a bit of the screen, buddy.
Sorry, geez.
There you go.
And it is still looking.
And it's still looking in that direction. We could have done come home. Actually, I meant to do come home.
Well,
You would have come home looking in that direction and then you'd landed.
Well, still, it's fine.
It's still.
Looking.
You did some amazing things. Wait, stay right here. You chose that point back there. That was a very crafty point you chose. And then it was awesome because it happened to be right between that. So you barricaded yourself where you could still look at the suspect on the other side of that the tarp, huh?
And I think I still jammed it through.
And then you jammed it right through. You just said, I'm going to go straight forward, jam right through this thing and let it figure it out while it's persistently staring, and started to do the plinko, the X and Y, to go through until it found a path that it allowed you to pass through that.
And we still got these.
All righty. And we also did the other two. Okay. All right. Very good. There you go. The map and the map with the point of interest signaled on there. Yep.
Waypoints, yaw control,
And you added that the point of interest under the yaw control tab. Yes. And then there are more things on yaw control where the vehicle tracks for you that we have yet to demonstrate, including yaw control following an AI-based anomaly, like persistently staring at a person, or if we found a gun, you keep looking at that gun while you're flying around, and then even if that person's walking around, track them. So we even have that. So all of that is coming up. We're just scratching the surface here. DroneKid, again, high five. Do your classic sign off. Bye. Woo.